Brandon Herrera's election results. When Brandon Herrera first initially announced that he was running for president, when he was running for Congress, dude, it was a crazy time. And the crowd went wild, dude. It was like Backlash 2000 when Stone Cold returned. And like the crowd just erupts. The arena just explodes like the sudden death movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And if you like 80s action movies and Republican politics, you should probably hit that subscribe button. That's what we're about here. Anyway, his political opponent would be none other than Tony Gonzalez, who is a Rhino Republican and who has voted for radical gun legislation, which the gun legislation was in result of a school shooting, which if you support gun control because of a school shooting, and if you think that gun control will prevent a school shooting, that is idiotic. That is not a smart mindset to have. And I think that you should just research and study it. Maybe even watch my video that I made debunking that myth. It's on my channel. It's called Why an Assault Weapon Ban Won't Prevent a School Shooting. But anyway, the election process is now over. Tony won the election with a little over 300 votes or so. There were no debates between the two, which I personally think should be required. I think there should be 2 debates throughout the election process, which there's one debate with all of the potential candidates, and then a second debate with only the 2 winning candidates. I think that's the only real way to do it fairly. But they never did that. However, they did have some beef online. They were going back and forth. Despite the lack of debates, they were throwing punches back and forth. Tony Gonzalez posted on Twitter one day that he had no days off. And then Brandon Herrera wrote back saying, "Don't worry, you'll have plenty of days off when I'm done with you," or whatever. Just like funny things like that, which is pretty funny, I gotta admit. I like that. However, what I don't like is that Tony Gonzalez posted many smear campaigns, basically smearing Brandon Herrera for many videos that he made, basically alluding to the fact that he's a Nazi, even though he's not. He just likes guns. Tony Gonzalez alluded to Brandon Herrera being a Nazi because he used Nazi-esque weapons or Nazi weapons from World War II in his videos. He made videos about Nazi weapons and that he owns Nazi weapons. Which, so what? Why is that a big deal? It's an inanimate object. He also critiqued Brandon Herrera for making assassination videos. Like, he was breaking down the assassinations of presidents and other political figures, which I also don't understand the problem with that. What is the problem with that? Doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't see the issue with that. And it's just super immature on Tony's part. It's just super immature on Tony's part. Now, Brandon Herrera wants a recount. He wants the votes to be recounted for the election. Brandon stated in a interview, he stated, "I don't expect the results to change, but I feel I owe it to my volunteers and supporters to leave no stone unturned," which is a wise thing to do for elections. Because recounts, the more you do something, the more accurate of a number you get. Also, Brandon Herrera pledged that he would pay the remainder, so he wants to do this out of pocket. He has a couple people who are willing to help him out with the cost, but he's going to cover a majority of it, or what's not covered, he's going to cover himself, which I really like. I like that. According to unofficial election results, Gonzalez carried Bexar County with 7,917 votes. Brandon Herrera's 6,800 votes. Herrera carried Medina County with 2,215 votes. Gonzalez's 2,138 votes. Gonzalez carried Uvalde. Not sure how to say that, actually. So that county with 1,312 votes, with Herrera having 1,052 votes. Herrera carried El Paso County with 382 votes to Gonzalez's 266 votes. So it was a very close election. Herrera only lost by like 300 to 400 votes. It was a very close election. For somebody who's been in politics as long as he has, like Tony Gonzalez, typically the sitting guy usually wins it, if you've been in it, when it comes to Congress at least. So it's very impressive that Brandon Herrera was able to do this much. He was able to get that much support, which is very impressive, in my opinion. And I really hope that Brandon Herrera stays involved with the Republican Party, because I know for sure he has a lot of potential with that. Potentially governor spot, maybe another Congress position. Maybe he runs for Congress again. I don't know. Like, he has a lot of options that he has. Thank you for watching all the way through the end. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, you can tune into my full show to watch all of my episodes early. And as always, God bless.